Hello, and welcome to another Algebra 1 lesson. This is lesson 7.2. Our objective is multiply polynomials. Example 1, multiplying binomials using the distributive property. Remember, a binomial, bicycles have two wheels, so binomials have two terms. X plus 2, that is 1, 2 terms. Terms are separated by addition or subtraction signs. So this is a binomial and this is a binomial, and we need to multiply them together. All right, we're going to focus on the distributive property. X plus 2 is being multiplied by x plus 5. So we need to multiply x by both things in the other set of parentheses. Then we will multiply the 2 by both things in the second set of parentheses. All right, here we go. X times x is x squared. X times 5 is 5x. Then go to the 2. Now we're distributing the 2. Multiply 2 times x. And 2 times 5. So we did 4 multiplications. Now we need to combine like terms. Like terms have the same exponents and the same variable. The only like terms we have are the 5x and the 2x in the middle. 5x plus 2x. It's like if you have 5 apples plus 2 apples. 5 apples plus 2 apples is 7 apples. But it's 5x plus 2x is 7x. And then plus 10. And this is our final answer. Notice there are 1, 2, 3 terms. So now it's a trinomial. Right, example 1b. Give it a try. You have to do 4 multiplications. X times both of the things in the second parentheses times both of the terms, and then the 3 times both of the terms in the second parentheses. Write down an answer. Notice the middle 2 terms are like terms again. Negative 4x plus 3x. Same as 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4 is negative 1. They both had an x, so when we combine those, it still has an x. We do not have to write that 1, though. Let it go invisible. X squared minus x minus 12 for our final answer. Notice quite often when we multiply 2 binomials together, we end up with a trinomial. We can also multiply binomials using a table. Multiplying 2x minus 3 times x plus 5. Notice it doesn't say multiply, it just says find. When you have parentheses and extra parentheses, that means we are multiplying. Just like if we had 3 times 5. And one of the numbers was in parentheses, that would mean to multiply. Okay, so here we go. We do a 2x above this column and a minus 3 above this column, and then an x over here and the plus 5 here. It's kind of like a Punnett square in science, if you've ever done one of those. So what we do is the 2x and the x, we multiply those 2 together and we put it in this box. 2x times x X times x is x squared, and then times 2 is 2x squared. So 2x squared goes in this box. Negative 3 times x. When you write a number and variable next to each other, that means multiplication. So negative 3 times x is negative 3x. In this box, we're going to multiply 2x times 5. 2x times 5. 2 times 5 is 10, and then put the x there. In the last box, negative 3 times 5, negative 15. Now we need to write out our answer. We still want to combine like terms, and we always want to write our answer in standard form from the biggest exponent going down. So descending order by exponent. 2x squared. Now combine these two. What do we get? Write it down. And then our last number is a negative 15, so we're going to write it as a minus 15. So there is another way. We used distributive property on example 1. Example 2, we used a table and filled in our boxes. And that's example 2. FOIL method. To multiply two binomials using the FOIL method, find the sum of the products of the first terms, outer terms, inner terms, last terms. So the first terms is multiplying the first term in each set of parentheses. So that's x times x. Gives you x squared. The outer terms is, if you think of these 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, the outer ones is the one on the far right and the far left. Those are your outer terms. X times 2 is 2x. Inner terms, so if you think of the 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, it's these inner two, the two that are in the middle. 1 times x is x. And the last terms of each set of parentheses. So that's the second one in this set of parentheses and the second one in this set of parentheses. 1 times 2 is 2. That's your 4 multiplications. Then you have to find the sum of them. So then adding them, whenever you're adding, you can only combine like terms. You can only add terms that have the same variable with the same exponents. So combining the 2x and the x, we get 3x. Final answer, x squared plus 3x plus 2. We call it FOIL, first, outer, inner, last. It's just some letters to help us remember and make sure that we are doing 4 multiplications when we multiply 2 binomials together. We have 2 terms times 2 terms. 2 times 2 is 4. We get 4 multiplications, then combine like terms. Let's give it a try. Okay, using the FOIL method, so we want to focus on the first terms, x times x. Then focus on the outer terms, the outer ones, negative 6 times x. What does I stand for? Inner terms. The inner terms, negative 3 times x. And the last terms, negative 3 times negative 6. Negative times a negative is a positive. All right, then simplify it. Combine the like terms in the middle. And there's our final answer. Right, try another one. First terms. Careful with this. 2x times 3x is the same as 2 times 3 times x times x. Multiply your 2 and 3 together. X times x is x squared. Okay, so multiplying your first terms, 2x times 3x. Now do the outer terms, 2x times negative 5. Write it down. Do your 4 multiplications on your mark, get, set, go. Combine like terms. So we simplify this. Compare your answer with mine. So they told us to use the FOIL method, but really FOIL method is the distributive property. They just gave it some letters to help us. First, outside, inside, last. And every now and then, it's nice when you haven't done multiplication in a while and somebody says, oh, don't forget to FOIL it. So if that's what they say, this is what they mean, that you're doing the first terms, outsides, insides, and last. You can say outer, inner. I usually say outside, inside. First, outside, inside, last. First, outer, inner, last. Whichever way you want to say it. Right, let's see what's next. Multiplying a binomial and a trinomial. Using distributive property to multiply larger, use distributive property to multiply larger polynomials or make bigger boxes. So we're going to do this using boxes. X plus 5 I put on this side, the x and the plus 5. So we put one term next to each column or row, and then x squared, negative 3x, and a negative 2. So this is 2 things times 3 things. So 2 terms times 3 terms. We have to do 6 multiplications. So it's multiplying together. X squared times another x. Well, x squared is x times x. Times another x gives us x cubed. Negative 3x times x. Multiply the signs. Negative times a positive is a negative. Multiply the numbers and the variables. Next one. Negative 2 times x. Okay, now do each one of these 3 things. Multiply it by 5 and put it in these boxes. On your mark, get, set, go. Fill in your boxes. Compare your boxes with mine. Then we have to write out our answer. Putting them in order from biggest exponents to smallest. So descending order by exponents, x cubed, then combine these x squareds, because those are like terms. 5x squared minus 3x squared is 2x squared. Okay, see if you have any other like terms in here. We do. Negative 15x and negative 2x are like terms. They have the same variable. Negative plus a negative is a negative, and then a minus 10. And that's our final answer. Do you notice that here was our like terms? They were diagonally from each other. And then we had these two that were also like terms, negative 2x and negative 15x. So we had to combine like terms. So if they said simplify or combine like terms, that's what that step is called. But we're still just multiplying x plus 5 times this. You have to do all 6 multiplications and combine like terms to get your simplified answer. Right, and that's example 4. Let's try example 4 again without the boxes. Okay, here we go, distributive property. So we're going to do x times all 3 terms in the second parentheses. X times x squared, write it down, then multiply here, and write it down. Once you've done those 3 multiplications, then multiply 5 times all 3 terms in the second parentheses. All right, give it a try. So I did my 6 multiplications. Now I have to combine like terms. You have to look really carefully for those like terms where they have the same variable, same exponents. There's an x squared here, an x squared here. So 5 minus 3 is 2x squared. Then our x's, negative 15x and a negative 2x. All right, and this is all you need for Big Ideas Assignment 7.2, multiplying polynomials. If you would like more examples, you can keep going. If not, go work on your assignment. All right, these are some of the monitoring progress problems. Use distributive property or FOIL to find the product. Give it a try. On your mark, get set, go. Check your answer to number 1 and then try number 2. Check your answer with mine. I put a little slash through my Z. Otherwise, sometimes my Z's and 2's look the same. So if it has that extra line through it, that's a Z. Okay, let's try number 3. Use a table. So we're going to set this at P plus 3. I can do the P here and the plus 3 here or here. Doesn't matter. You have to make sure to use this as a -8 and then multiply. Put it in the box. 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 Make sure to combine like terms. Check your answer to number 3 and try number 4. Negative times a negative is a positive. Check your boxes with mine, then combine like terms. And there's our 4 extra examples from monitoring progress. How'd you do? Let me know which problems you need more help on, whether it's on the notes or the assignment. Just send me an email. Let me know what I can help you with. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.